Have you ever wondered how to stay fit and strong after turning 50? You might think that maintaining your youthfulness is impossible, but these 3 exercises can truly change everything. Many people believe that aging means accepting a decline in strength and fitness. However, this is a misconception that can hold you back. The truth is, you have the power to stay active and vibrant, no matter your age. It's not just about looking good. It's about feeling great and enjoying life to the fullest. So, if you're ready to challenge the status quo and embrace a healthier lifestyle, let's dive into the first exercise that will help you on this journey. The first exercise we'll discuss is the push-up. You might be thinking, oh, not another push-up tutorial. But believe me, few movements in the history of fitness are as effective as the push-up. This ancient exercise remains one of the best ways to strengthen your upper body without needing any equipment at all. When you perform a push-up, you engage your chest, triceps, and shoulders, fundamental muscles that are essential for nearly every activity we do in daily life. Whether you're pushing a shopping cart, lifting a heavy pot, or getting up after a fall, these muscles are called into action. But there's more to the push-up than just these muscle groups. It also works your core, the set of muscles that surround your entire midsection, including your abdomen, lower back, and even your glutes. A strong core means better posture, reduced back pain, and greater overall stability. The basic form of a push-up is simple. You place your hands and feet on the floor, keep your body straight like a board, and bend and straighten your elbows. However, within this simplicity lies a world of nuances that can make all the difference in your workout. Now, let's talk about adaptations. This is a crucial point for anyone who is resuming or starting physical activity after 50. The traditional push-up, with your body extended and supported only by your hands and feet, can be quite challenging at first. But that's perfectly fine. The key is to respect your starting point and build from there. For beginners, I recommend starting with wall push-ups. Stand about an arm's length away from a wall, place your palms at shoulder height, and simply bend your elbows to bring your chest toward the wall, then push back. This variation activates the same muscles as the traditional push-up, but with much less load, making it perfect for building initial strength. As you get stronger and more comfortable, you can progress to the inclined push-up. Instead of using a wall, find a stable surface like a table or the back of a sofa that is at waist height or slightly below. The principle remains the same. Hands supported, body straight, bend and extend your elbows. The lower the support, the greater the challenge. Eventually, you could transition to push-ups with your knees on the floor, which significantly reduces the load while still effectively stimulating your muscles. By incorporating these variations into your routine, you'll not only build strength, but also gain confidence in your ability to perform push-ups. Soon enough, you'll find yourself ready to tackle the full push-up, and when that becomes easy, you can challenge yourself even further with variations like the declined push-up, where your feet are elevated. This adjustment transfers more weight to your upper body, intensifying the workout for your chest and shoulders. Now that we've covered push-ups, let's move on to our second exercise, squats. If there's one movement that truly reflects our independence in daily life, it's the squat. Consider how often you sit down and get up from a chair, a sofa, or even the toilet. These actions are fundamental to maintaining your autonomy. But as we age, the ability to perform these movements can become compromised unless we take proactive steps. When you perform a squat, you engage some of the largest muscle groups in your body: your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and deep core muscles. This massive activation of muscle fibers generates a potent metabolic stimulus, meaning you burn more calories and improve your overall body composition. But the benefits extend far beyond just aesthetics or calorie burning. Squats strengthen your knee and hip joints, enhancing their stability, and work on your flexibility, which tends to decline as we age. Most importantly, for those over 50, squats stimulate the natural production of anabolic hormones in your body, which are crucial for maintaining and building muscle. Sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, is one of the main reasons why older adults lose mobility and independence. The squat is a powerful weapon against this process, helping to preserve not only your strength, but also your bone density, another crucial factor for healthy aging. The basic execution of a squat involves bending your knees and hips to lower your body toward the floor, then returning to a standing position. While this may seem simple, it's essential to perform it correctly to maximize benefits and minimize the risk of injury. If you're just getting back into physical activity after a long break, I suggest starting with the assisted squat. Use a sturdy chair or a wall for support as you lower yourself down and back up. This controlled movement ensures you maintain balance while building your confidence and strength. As you progress, you can move to the free squat without any assistance. If you want to increase the challenge, consider incorporating light weights like water bottles or simply increasing the number of repetitions. For those who may have knee problems, the partial squat is a gentle variation that allows you to go down only as far as is comfortable without needing to reach the position where your thighs are parallel to the floor. Over time, as your mobility and strength improve, you'll find that you can naturally increase your range of motion. When executing a squat, there are some key points to keep in mind. Your feet should be about shoulder width apart, with your toes pointing slightly outward. As you lower yourself, imagine sitting back into a chair behind you. This helps protect your knees by moving your hips backward. Maintain a lifted chest and a natural curve in your spine, not too arched or completely straight. Your knees should follow the direction of your toes and not collapse inward. If you notice this happening, it's a sign that you may need to strengthen your hip stabilizers. One common mistake is allowing your heels to lift off the ground during the squat, which can indicate a lack of ankle flexibility and disrupt your form. If this happens, consider placing a small support like a folded towel under your heels while you work on improving your ankle mobility. Remember to breathe steadily. Inhale as you descend and exhale forcefully as you rise, especially during the most challenging part of the movement. As for sets and repetitions, beginners over 50 can start with 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. As your endurance develops, you can gradually progress to 3 to 4 sets. Rest for 90 to 180 seconds between sets, depending on your cardiovascular condition. If you feel your heart racing and your breathing become more intense after a set of squats, that's completely normal and indicative of the benefits this exercise brings to your cardiorespiratory health. With consistent practice, you'll notice not only an increase in leg strength, but also a significant improvement in daily activities, such as climbing stairs or getting up from low seats. It's as if your body begins to remember how to move efficiently and confidently. Now that we've covered squats, let's move on to our third exercise, the plank. Many people think of the core as simply the six-pack muscles shown in magazines, but it's much more complex than that. The core includes deep abdominal muscles like the transverse abdominis, obliques, and the musculature of your lower back and diaphragm. This system works together to support your spine, transfer force between your upper and lower body, and allow safe movements in all directions. As we age, the loss of tone in these deep muscles can lead to issues like chronic lower back pain, balance difficulties, and even urinary incontinence. The plank exercise helps reverse this loss by strengthening these fundamental muscles. It teaches your body to resist movement and stabilize your spine in its neutral position. This ability is crucial for your overall health and injury prevention. The basic version of the plank is performed in a 4-point position, similar to preparing for a push-up, but with your forearms on the floor instead of your hands. Position your elbows directly below your shoulders and keep your feet hip-width apart, forming a straight line from your head to your heels. While this may sound easy, try holding this position for 30 seconds. It's more challenging than it looks. For beginners, there are excellent adaptations for the plank. You can start with your knees on the floor, which significantly reduces the load. Alternatively, you can perform a standing plank against a wall or a table if that feels more comfortable. Just like with other exercises, maintaining correct technique is essential to reap the benefits and avoid injuries. Focus on a few key points during the plank. Keep your spine in a neutral position, neither excessively arched nor completely straight. Actively engage your core by imagining you're pulling your navel toward your spine, all while remembering to breathe steadily. It's common to hold your breath during isometric exercises, but this can increase internal pressure and affect your performance. One common mistake is allowing your hips to drop toward the ground, which creates excessive curvature in your lower back. Conversely, elevating your hips can also compromise your form. Both positions can lead to ineffective core work and potential discomfort. Since the plank is an isometric exercise, we focus on time instead of repetitions. For beginners, aim for 3 sets of 10 to 20 seconds, resting for 45 to 75 seconds between sets. As your endurance increases, you can gradually extend the holding time to 30, 45, or even 60 seconds. To achieve consistent results, organizing these 3 exercises into a weekly routine is key. After 50, muscle recovery tends to be a bit slower, and it's essential to respect this rhythm to avoid injuries and ensure progress. Ideally, perform each exercise 2 to 3 times a week, allowing at least 48 hours of recovery between sessions targeting the same muscle groups. Here's a suggested weekly routine that balances effort and recovery. Monday, start with a 5-minute warm-up of light walking or joint movements. Then, proceed to 3 sets of push-ups in the version that suits your level, followed by 3 sets of squats, and finish with 2 sets of planks along with a light stretch. Tuesday, active recovery day. Engage in a 20 to 30-minute walk at a moderate pace or light mobility exercises. Wednesday, repeat a warm-up similar to Monday. Perform 3 sets of squats, possibly increasing the number of repetitions from Monday. Follow with 3 sets of planks, aiming to increase your holding time a bit, and finish with 2 sets of push-ups, reducing the volume slightly since you've already worked the core. Thursday, another active recovery day, similar to Tuesday. Friday, start with a longer warm-up of 7 to 8 minutes. Then, create a circuit by alternating between the 3 exercises, performing 1 set of each with minimal rest between them, and repeat the circuit 3 times. This approach adds a cardiovascular component to your workout. Conclude with a good stretch. If you enjoyed this routine and want to explore more exercises that can strengthen your body regardless of age, we have plenty of resources available for you. Thank you for watching, and remember, staying fit and strong is entirely possible at any age. Embrace these exercises and enjoy the journey to a healthier, more vibrant you.